Most couples think if the decor is grand, the photos will automatically look grand. But this wedding could have easily looked average if it wasn't planned right. This is one wedding we shot that's very close to my heart, not just because of how it looked, but because of how clearly it showed me that great wedding photos are not just about luck. They are about decisions made before the wedding day. When I met Diksha, she had a very clear vision. She didn't just want nice photos, she wanted something that feels personal, something that takes her back to exactly how the moment felt. And that's where most couples are stuck. They know what they want emotionally, but don't know how to translate that into actual photos. That's where our job really begins. She wanted a grand feeling for her celebrations, which is why the Varmala was planned on a balcony with fireworks in the background. Beautiful idea. But here is the problem most people don't realize. If this is not planned properly, you either capture the couple or the fireworks, but very rarely both together in a way that feels right. So when we started shooting the couple, we didn't just take photos. We started with wide angle frames. So the entire decor, the space, the scale, everything she invested in is actually felt in the image. Because if you miss this, all that effort just fades into the background. But wide shots alone don't tell the full story. So we moved closer, capturing expressions, textures, the details of their outfits. Because your wedding is not just about how it looks from far, it's also about how it feels when you are in it. And the reason their chemistry feels natural is because we don't make couples stand and pose. We just guide them and then let real moments happen. So, what you see is not staged emotion, it's something they actually felt. For the bridal shots, the focus was simple: capture not just how she looks, but everything she carefully chose for this day. The jewelry, the textures, the details, because these are things you don't experience the same way again. Now, this is where things get complex. Her bridal entry had everything happening at once: movement, emotions, and fireworks. So, we planned this moment with multiple angles working together. One camera placed far with a tele lens to capture the scale, the fireworks, the environment. One camera placed very close to capture expressions, reactions, and emotions. Because if you only shoot wide, you lose emotion. If you only shoot close, you lose scale. You need both at the same time. We also use two different drones, one to capture dynamic movement and one for stable cinematic frames, not for gimmicks but to give perspectives you simply cannot see otherwise. But in between all this planning, some of the most meaningful moments happen quietly. Small conversations, natural reactions, and capturing these isn't about luck. It's about being aware and ready, even in chaos. And then comes the moment everything builds up to: the Varmala. This happens just once. There are no retakes. So we didn't leave anything to chance. We had 8 cameras logged on that single moment: one for scale, one for fireworks, one glued to their expressions, and the rest catching angles no one else would ever see. So when you watch the film, you don't see the Varmala, you feel what it was like to stand there. This is something we follow in every wedding. In the same moment, we capture scale, emotion, and detail all together. And then comes perspective, like a shot from behind Mohit, looking towards Diksha, and at the same time, the front angle. Because a single moment feels completely different depending on where you see it from. And combining these perspectives is what makes the story feel real. When you watch the final Varmala film, you're not just seeing what happened, you are experiencing it. And if you're planning your wedding and you want this level of clarity, planning, and intention behind your photos, there is a link below. We don't just show up and shoot, we make sure you never miss what matters.